And we are live. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. What is up? What is up? What is up? Thank you for tuning in to today's newscast with Trunks and I, the Pittie. He is back by popular demand. Today, Trunks has a hat and it says thirsty, but it actually will not stay on his head. I don't know why. So it's just going to stay there. He's kind of sniffing around because he's looking for treats. I made him these little Krabby Patties yesterday. Here you go. Good boy. All right. So let's get into some news here because a lot has been happening on the market today, and it's actually pretty freaking exciting. It looks like Bitcoin is going up to that $19,000 mark, and that is amazing. I don't know about you guys, but I was seeing some technical analysis saying that Bitcoin might go back down to the $16,000 mark. And we see that is not true. In fact, Bitcoin is doing better than ever. So first, let's get into the price. Price of Bitcoin right now is going up to $19,000. It's at 18,660 approximately across all exchanges, more or less. And some people are saying that that is attributed to the fact that some companies have been coming out and talking about Bitcoin more and more often. CNBC has been talking about Bitcoin or mentioning Bitcoin in the news for the past 3 days straight in a row. Very bullish on that. CNN is joining that train. So lots of good things to come out of that. Happy Friday, Alex. Alex Berry, what's up? Happy Friday over on YouTube. It is Friday. I'm super excited. It's Friday. Trunks, you want another treat before we get into the news? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Alrighty. So first and foremost, let's talk about this CNBC news talking about how Visa is seeing bullish for crypto. They have realized that cryptocurrency and there's some uncertainty in the regular market when it comes to USD. I'm going to throw this up on the screen here so you guys can follow along with me. Boom. So where does Visa see Bitcoin as it's nearing its all-time high? So Visa estimates that 18 trillion is still spent using cash and checks. But due to the coronavirus, which we know that there has been talks of digital dollars up to the point that China now has a digital dollar, we are transitioning to a cashless society. So the payment network company also sees 1.7 billion people around the world who are unbanked or underbanked as targets grow. This is also a very important thing that they are paying attention to. Trunks, you gotta wait. I got a snack for you in a second. But that's a very important thing that you guys should be paying attention to when these big companies are paying attention to all the unbanked people around the world, because that is making it go on their radars. So in this interview yesterday with CNBC, Visa had talked about how they see that there hasn't been a lot of positive, I guess, signals in the market regarding cash. So here they're saying that they operate in 230 countries and territories, and they try to win as many transactions as they can. But there's still that 1.8 billion people that are unbanked, and they see that cryptocurrency is a trend within those communities. Here it says we are a network and increasingly trying to become network of networks. That I take it as they are just trying to get more into the community. Here, Trunks, you're like throwing me off. He just wants to eat, guys. I'm sorry. They're trying to get more into the cryptocurrency community. There's a lot more banks who are becoming bullish when it comes to looking into having crypto assets as a part of their portfolio. There's also something interesting I saw regarding Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank's CEO is super bullish for cryptocurrency, while JP Morgan, still not his cup of tea, but it's okay. He'll come around. He'll realize one day, or he can be like Peter Schiff and kind of just sell all his assets off. Poor Peter. But crypto is a developing part of payments in the world, and it seems that major corporations are paying attention to that, and they're starting to see that come true as they see the US dollar devalue. And guys, you know, all these corporations, even though they may be US companies or they may have negotiations with the government, they do understand the concept of how the economy works and how the economy will benefit them in the long run. And if they see the printing of the dollar keep going and going and going, and the machine's going, that means that their money is being devalued overall. So of course, they're trying to find different assets, different currency, different ways, whether it's gold, silver, copper, or Bitcoin, to actually store and keep the value of their money, because that's what they are truly in the business of, making money. Peter Schiff is definitely a huge closet bag holder. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? You know who's a closet bag holder? Trunks. Yes, he is. Okay, so super bullish on this news. CNBC, keep on going, keep on reporting Bitcoin every day, because the more you report on it, the happier we get, the more bullish I get. Okay, so let's also talk about CNN. CNN has also been reporting a lot about Bitcoin. A lot of mainstream media here going into the cryptocurrency asset space, and it's kind of really exciting. So Bitcoin soars again after BlackRock says it could replace gold. Is this really the reason that Bitcoin is going up to, that 17,000 mark? Maybe. I've been seeing literally between Cointelegraph and CNN, I keep seeing, BlackRock, because they gave Bitcoin the thumbs up, that could have triggered a positive buy-in. And I believe that only for the reason of institutional investors getting into the market, because that would make sense. So here we have the CIO of BlackRock. He came on and talked to CNN Business, and talked about how Bitcoin is often referred to as digital gold, and how he feels that it is related to digital gold. So yesterday I was asking if Bitcoin is one of those first, I guess, piloting / onboard currencies when you get into the crypto space. For me, it is. The only other assets that are safer if quantum computing doesn't come around, or if, let's say, the world goes offline and the internet is not a use to us anymore, would be a physical asset like gold or silver. But since I don't necessarily see those two things coming up, I don't necessarily seeing us go back to an apocalyptic age, I do believe that Bitcoin is a gold standard in the digital world, and is technically valued at more than gold. I've seen a lot of, things, and even a tweet today from Mr. Pomp talking about how people think he's crazy that 50% of his portfolio is in Bitcoin, or, it's nuts. I keep seeing articles people talk saying that, millionaires / billionaires should have, 1 to 2% of their portfolio. That is such a minuscule number to them. I mean, I don't know how big their portfolio is, but to me, that's so minuscule. 50% sounds about right. You go pump, keep on pumping, keep on bagging, because clearly they don't see the bigger picture, but that's fine. So today, Bitcoin had surged 4% above that 18,700 mark, inching closer to all-time highs. All-time high is right around the corner, guys. I'm super excited. Will we hit it this week? Will we hit it next week? I don't know, but guess what? We're going to hit it anyways. So the CIO of BlackRock had talked about, does he think that it's a durable mechanism that could take place of gold to a large extent? Yes, he does. Because so much so that it's much more functional than passing a bar of gold around. And that is very true. I learned about a island of, I think they're called the Japanese, and their currency was these huge rocks. Let me see if I could find that. Japanese rocks. They had currency as these, maybe currency. Japanese. No, the Japanese. Rock pillars. They kind of look like this. No, not quite. Okay, well, whatever. I can't find it right now. But anyways, essentially, they traded rocks. And instead of moving the rock, because the bigger the rock, the more it had value, they essentially instated ownership by just, telling, hey, this person owns this rock, this person owns that rock. And that's kind of what happened with gold. That's why people started leaving gold in banks and started giving them to goldsmiths in the first place, because they're not really portable. They're not great to move around. And clearly the CIO of BlackRock, I'm going to share my screen again, sees the need of having less to move. Having less to move is better. Only because, one, as I have trouble carrying a purse around to begin with. I literally do not own a purse. I have fanny packs, and even then I don't take my fanny packs. So what makes me think that if my USD gets devalued to the point that, you know, like let's say Venezuela, which seems crazy, but you don't know. Like, who would have thought that oil would be trading negatively? Oil, the thing we use to run our cars, the things we use to power our homes was trading negatively at one point in time. Like, that's unheard of. You know what I mean? Like, something that is a necessary asset to function, for most people to function in society, was trading negative. These are things that you don't know. You don't know whether or not they will happen. You know, everything is speculative in that sense when it comes to finance. So preparing yourself to the uttermost extent is kind of almost necessary. So yeah, he does in fact think that Bitcoin can replace gold and become digital gold. Again, that is assuming that we do not get quantum computing before we get quantum encryption, and that we don't somehow go into an apocalyptic world where we go offline. And even then, I learned that Blockstream, they do stuff from satellites, from space. You don't necessarily need internet, but also, again, if we go offline, then you're probably not using the satellites. But yeah, so, you know, and this is coming again from companies like Square and PayPal endorsing the payment and jumping on. And, you know, gold is still moving, but it's definitely not moving at the rate that Bitcoin's moving. You know, gold is not $18,000 a bar, an ounce, or however they label it. But I don't know. These are just things to think about. These are things that I think about, things that I find important. But yeah. So those are probably the two articles that I found the most interesting. I'm going to go check out the chat. Brr. Yes, the printing money machine goes brr. Thank you guys for joining. And Alexander says, I agree. Bitcoin, not any form of money, but digital gold. The internet money is Ethereum and MetaMask. Yes. So Ethereum, I keep seeing Ethereum is super undervalued. As we know, Ethereum broke that $500 mark, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. I know some people are kind of iffy about Ethereum. It seems Ethereum, although Ethereum, you know, may not be the best blockchain around, it is the one with the most use cases for right now. And because of that, Ethereum will push forward. ETH 2.0 is set to launch just a few days from now, December 1st, I believe. That is a week and 7 days, like 10, 11 days away. That's just around the corner, you know? So the Ethereum price, you know, it's surging right now, but it's very undervalued. It's going to go way over what it's right now. As soon as you know 2.0 comes out, I see Ethereum flying. Hopefully it works in the Ethereum community's favor, because I do find these things to be rather important when it comes to all the companies that are built on top of Ethereum, whether it's NFTs, crypto kitties, smart contracts, whatever, you know. Ethereum kind of supports all those underlying companies. So I do find it important for Ethereum itself to be successful in order for those other companies to be successful, or they're going to literally have to migrate to EOS or something else. So anyways, guys, feel free to jump in the chat. I just went over the probably top two mainstream media newses of the day, which is from CNBC and CNN, both talking about Bitcoin reaching that all-time high and getting near all-time high. It's been 3 days in a row that CNBC has been talking about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and we've been seeing more and more institutional investors and millionaires getting into the currency, although not everyone has it as their cup of tea, such as the CEO of JP Morgan. He still says no to crypto, even though they literally tried to make their own cryptocurrency, which is kind of ironic, you know, call it a double standard, but hey, you know, everybody tries to get a piece of the pie somewhere. And I feel like those people are kind of like the secret bag holders, like we say, the ones that tell, you know, the market, oh no, don't get into that, it's garbage. And then they're in the back, buy some more, while it's cheap, right? That's how I feel. But Trunks, do you have anything to say to the people? I'm gonna take my little mini mic here. I hope you guys enjoyed those smart words from Trunks. Super awesome doggy I have here next to me. Other than that, when it comes to any news that I've seen, I talked yesterday about, again, Binance filing for lawsuit. We'll see how that turns out. People are starting to talk about NVIDIA and the crypto mining boost again. Even though I don't really see NVIDIA getting too much out of miners these days, they've actually switched to cloud gaming. Fun fact. That's something that they've been focusing on recently. Something I did hear, which I thought was interesting, here's an interesting take, was regarding cryptocurrency being an interesting mechanism, but Bitcoin itself was confusing. I was listening to the radio while I was showering. I have crypto news usually playing in the background. And it was talking about how a Chinese or Japanese CEO loved the concept of blockchain, liked cryptocurrency, but Bitcoin distracted him from work. And it kind of made me think, why is Bitcoin distracting you from work? Why? Because it's running, because you're uncertain on whether to get in or out. Like, what are the things that make you confused or distracted? So I don't know. Interesting take on how people view Bitcoin, and they say it's labeled as confusing. That's another thing. They think it's confusing. Also don't know how it's confusing. It seems pretty straightforward to me, but these are things that I would like to figure out and potentially answer and help people understand why Bitcoin and why crypto and why use it. So anyways, guys, it looks like Trunks is not having it. He's like, I'm out, bro. I'm no longer your co-host. You're out of here? Can I have a paw? Can I have a paw? Thank you. I love you, puppy. All right, guys, have a happy Friday. Haha, distraction. Yeah, he's a distraction. Guys, have a happy Friday. I'm gonna get out of here. I got lots of things to do. One more thing I want to share with everyone one more time. I shared it last night, but there will be 2 NFT galleries that I will be a part of. Both have physical and virtual locations. If you guys are interested, go to Art Tech Miami. Is it arttechmiami.com? I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And share. Boom. So Art Tech Miami, if you guys go under the itinerary, I took some of those pictures. Love those pictures. If you go under the itinerary, it tells you a little bit of what's happening. On Friday, December 4th, there is a WebXR Expo. There's over 40 artists that we're going to be featuring. So it's going to be super exciting. On December 4th through the 6th, there's going to be an in VR gallery, and then on December 5th, there's going to be a gallery on Miami Beach. If anyone is in Miami, it's an invite only. So if you're actually really, really interested in attending, and you feel like you could provide some value, please let me know so I can put you in the show. There's actually some really big artists coming out. I'm super excited. The other one is going to be Basel. And this one is going to be on December 5th. This one's going to be streamed. It's 6 hours long. And then I'm going to be there. I think Ken was going to be there, but he's going to be there virtually. We're going to have Marguerite from Coin Artist. You guys might not know her from Blockade Games. I think she's going to be there virtually. A lot of these guys are going to be there both virtually and physically. But we got companies like Rarible, companies like Proton, Crypto Trader, etc., coming out and representing. So that should be super fun, guys. Get all the information on the websites. These are NFT galleries. Bit Basel Miami was canceled this year, so the crypto community took over, and we're doing Crypto Basel, basically. So come hang out. It's going to be fun. Come meet me in VR. I will be in VR and in WebXR. WebXR, think of crypto voxels. So yeah, guys, let me know. I'll be posting some more stuff on my page. Just follow me on Twitter if you don't follow me on Twitter yet. And there's going to be some stuff there. This guy's in heaven. Do you see his face? Look at this smile. I love you, Trunks. All right, I'm going to check the comments one more time, and then I am actually out of here. Let's see, Barry. I read that article. The guy you were talking about said it was distracting investing. Well, that's a lot of money. And BTC, with that amount of money, I would watch it all day long. Well, yeah. So first of all, if I had that amount of money and I'm investing it, I'm giving it to potentially a hedge fund, right? Like I'm going to allocate it to a manager, especially if I'm somebody who's like a CEO or a business owner, or I'm doing a lot of stuff through the day. Like this guy is clearly not a day trader. He clearly does not care to be a day trader if he's scared of trading this much money. And, you know, in those situations, you need to refer these people to going to a hedge fund or going to a manager to actually manage those trades. Because otherwise, yeah, I'd be going crazy if I had $200 million sitting on a wallet, not knowing what the heck this asset is and not knowing what it's going to do. Or he could just educate himself, you know, like honestly, because holding that much money in BTC, one, let me tell you the profits 5 years from now, amazing. And two, I don't know. No, if you're not willing to invest something you're not lose, then don't do it. Honest advice. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna Trunks. What are you doing? We're on stream. Act professional. Professional. Love you. All right, guys, I'm out of here. And bye from my little Pittie. We'll see you.